for another video. And listen, today it's gonna be interesting because I want you to I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you an open, do you have an open mind? Okay. Because the opposite of open mind is a limited mind. And I'll give you an example. Um, do you realize a lot of guys, and you may be the same way, you have experienced life and you made it, oh, life's that way. Yeah. Oh, she's that way. I live in Canada, Canada's that way. And you're wearing a pair of glasses and you are basically analyzing the world as you see it. So it's personal. And you basically say, it's that way, it's that way, it's that way, it's that way. Is it possible that the way you saw it is only a perception of the reality and it's not the reality? Okay. Is it possible that you just didn't know? You just didn't realize that. I'm going to give you an example. You might think it's bizarre, but anyway, let's go. When I was 14, um, I have a brother. I have seven actually, but I had a brother that he and I were 2 years difference, and he didn't want me to use his bicycle, his 10-speed bike. So he basically said, do not get on my bike, and he left. And I said, you're not going to tell me what to do. So I got on the bike, and it was a 10 speed, I said, and I was 14. So when I got on it, our driveway was more of a hill, and it came on the road, and then on the road was a bigger hill, and it led to the highway in the bottom. Okay. So when I got on the bike, I'm going on there was a little knoll. So I was going a little faster, but not too fast. And this is cool. I'm taller on this bike. It's fun. And then I got onto the secondary road, and the secondary road went into a hill. And I said, oh, okay, I got to put on the brake. And I wanted to brake by putting my feet backwards, like on the younger bikes. The brakes are we brake with our feet. And with 10 speed, we brake with our hands on the handlebars. Well, Patrick at 14 didn't know that. So here I am, I'm going down the hill and I'm picking up speed. And if I continue to the bottom of the hill, I'm going to be hit by a car. So what do? I say, I don't have a choice. I have to have an accident in the ditch. I have to go in the ditch with this. So finally, I had no other choice. So I went right in the ditch and I got scraped up on the bike. Not too bad. I didn't ride the bike back up. I walked the bike back up. I put it where it was, and I was frustrated. And then it was time after, oh my God, the brakes were here all the time. So how often do we think something to realize, oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I didn't, what? So be open-minded when you hear other people, because that's the beauty of the world in which we live in. We can talk to other people, we can get perspectives, and you can get perspectives. And every time you get a different perspective, you have an opportunity to grow. Okay? So being open-minded allows you to grow as a person. And what does that mean? Well, to grow as a person, it means that you're not fixed in your ways. So, for example, there's nothing more frustrating, in my humble opinion. I have a bad attitude. My mom had a bad attitude, bad character. My grandmother did, and I do too. It's in my genes. Excuse me, that's bullshit. It's not in your genes. It's learned behavior. You didn't come out of the womb with a bad attitude. You developed it, and you just accept it. That's the way I'm going. You found some advantage that you're probably not even conscientious about that you like. So you decided to keep it. Oh, That's part of who I am now. Well, that is not open-minded. That is very set in your ways. And that's not a compliment. Quite the contrary. I have a bod stomach. I got a tummy, and it's protruding out quite a lot. Oh, oh, I have something to put my coffee on now when I drink in the morning. I'm having fun, but again, oh, set in your ways. Okay, to have an open mind is to basically, in this context, your body, hey, I think even though my parents were big people and my brothers and sisters are big, but maybe if I exercise more and I'm careful with what I actually put in my body, perhaps I could change the game. Do you realize to have that attitude, you have to be open-minded? You got to see the glass as half full. And you got to do that. So I'm just saying, listen to yourself. Listen to what you say in your head. Are you set in your ways? Are you basically a bigot? The way you think about other people, you're Chinese, you're that way. You're American, you're that way. You're Canadian, you're that way. You're a girl, you're that way. You're a boy like me, you're that way. You're generalizing. So you're set in your ways, you're generalizing, you're not open-minded. And when you're open-minded towards others, well, then there's something beautiful that happens. You're probably normally more open-minded with yourself. And so what does that mean to be open-minded with yourself? You open doors. You've heard the expression, keep your doors open. Have you ever thought being open-minded in life is keeping your doors open? Someone says, example, do you realize the opinions we have of ourselves? I'll throw this at you. The opinion you have of yourself, and if you like yourself, and if you dislike yourself, or, okay, people speak about their subconscious. Is that really true? That's rubbish. It's not true. If it was like that, well, we'd see more people talk about it. Again, that's not true. Because I've already told you, your subconscious, I'm going to throw something at you. You might not like, but hey, peace and love. We're here to grow. Okay, so let's be open-minded. Your subconscious does not know, yours and mine, does not know the difference between reality or false. So it believes what you can get in it. Okay, and no, it takes about a month of saying something, thinking something, that it allows it to go in your subconscious. And then if it's in your subconscious, it's more automatic. Well, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not boasting. I'm humble, but I want to tell you something. I don't know how. When I was 32, no, I was 38. I was 38. With my bachelor in psychology, I said I could actually say my age. I could tell my subconscious I'm 32 years old. And I thought it would be fun. And remember, I told you it's our first time on Earth. So it's my first time as Patrick A. McCarthy. So if I screw up, if it's not true, if I fail, water off a duck's back. I didn't tell anybody. Now I'm telling you. But normally for years, only my family knew. And it was just a running joke. Now, okay, I would get a birthday cake and have 32 on it. And I'd be in my 40s. Well, right now, I'm 58. And peace and love. But I'm just saying, I know that saying your age, it does, putting in your subconscious the age you want, I know now it makes an impact. But I didn't know when I was younger. You understand? I was testing just like we all are in life, in love. in friendship, we're always testing. We test it more when we're young, and then we get set in our ways as we get older. But could I ask that you guys, be conscientious of how you are, and could you just start with something small to have an open mind? Okay, looking for work. Have an open mind, opens doors. It allows you to be more creative. It gives you more ideas as to what to get in terms of a career. If you're looking for a career, you're looking for a job opportunity. Relationships, women. Oh, I could maybe find somebody that would really resonate with me, and we would really complement each other. Hey, yes, I could actually let's do some Zumba, or let's go do some yoga. Let's go to a park. Your mind is incredible when you give it an opportunity to give you ideas. And to have a lot of ideas, you need to be in the state of mind where you're open-minded. You are positive, you are creative, and the creativity just adds color to your life. But it only can be that way if you use it correctly. Being set in your ways, and life is just that way. It's just that way. It's always that way, and I'll die this way. Well, Henry Ford said it beautifully. What you can do and what you can't do, you're right every time. Okay? Just think about that. What you can do and what you cannot do, you're right every time. Because your thoughts, the way you think, you make everything real. And you can actually kill yourself by your thoughts. Many people have done it, only it's a slow suicide. But many people have done it. One guy, actually, that I read about, he basically had a fear that I don't know where it came from, but it's just an inner knowing that he was going to die in an airplane. And he just had that fear, and he just kept on nourishing it. Yes, let's keep on thinking about it. Let's put emotion into it. Let's be scared. Because, a thought with emotion, it could be fear or happiness. It doesn't care, your body, your subconscious. It just wants some kind of emotion. And but a lot of people use fear. They focus on the past and they fear. They're really scared. Well, that's a beautiful emotion. Let's be honest. That's a beautiful emotion. And you got thoughts in there. So that's the recipe to go in your subconscious to keep on bringing what you have into your face, into your reality. So you have a choice in life. You can focus on the past, or you can focus on what you want to create in the future. What do you want to create about you? What's a new you that you'd like to add to yourself? Would you like to be more open-minded? Be a good one. Would you like I've said in the past, in the last video, would you like to start loving yourself more? And basically saying, I love myself nonstop. What's that new you? And that's all. Being open-minded allows you to do that. And I'm gonna stop here, but I'm gonna give you a call to action. One, how do you come across to yourself? If you look in the mirror and ask yourself, actually, how am I this person? Is the glass half empty or half full? Do I tend to think of negative things, and do I tend to focus on the past, what happened to me? Is that where, and it doesn't matter if your answers are all in that same direction. You focus on the past, the glass is half empty. When you change your idea, you change your state of mind, you change your life. Say it again. When you change the way you think, you change your state of being, and you change your life. And everything starts with a simple action. So your call to action is to basically take a few moments with yourself and ask yourself, is there a change that needs to be done in my thinking? Do I have a tendency to uh, judge myself for what I can do and what I can't do? When in fact, if I were more open-minded, it's true, I could move the needle a little bit more. I could maybe change the game a little bit more. But I have to decide that I'm able. And being open-minded is the first step. Okay? So just start thinking. Start thinking, are you open-minded or are you set in your ways? And what are you paying for a price to be set in your ways? Okay? Because one thing, right from when I was a young teenager, I said, no way am I having a belly. And yes, I had a couple times I was close to having belly. I had a little belly, but my mind just went crazy. Okay, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to eat less. I'm going to eat differently. No chips, no processed food. I can't have a belly. And Lord knows I don't have a belly. So I'm just saying, don't assume we all in our family, we are like this. That is a cop-out. Okay? In my family, I'm a family of 8 boys. I was the only one, and my parents smoked. Every brother smoked, but I chose not to smoke. And I could have easily started smoking. I'm just like my parents. I'm just like my brothers. But I said, no, I don't want to smoke. So I was being open-minded that if I choose not to, when I'm 16, wow, I could have my parents smoking and all my brothers smoking, and I could be able to not smoke. That took an open mind to be able to do that. Okay, and you're able to. So listen, if you like this video, if it resonates with you, subscribe, be the first to notify others I'm going to be putting up. And I invite you to share in the comments what resonated with you and what price are you paying to be as you are, seeing the glass half full. And what do you have to gain by changing your attitude and being more an attitude that is open-minded? Okay, it's thinking the glass is half full. How can you gain from that? How can your life be even better by changing that new attitude? Okay, I'm going to stop right here. As always, peace and love, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.